I'm the flyest motherfucker at the kickback. Not a competition, little boy with a wrist that. Meet me in the bathroom, I don't want to chit chat. She not a boyfriend.
Welcome back to the Kickback podcast. I have my old neighbor from my old house that I used to live in. I grew up with this kid. Like, I'm talking, we used to grow up playing Minecraft together, and that's what started both of our YouTube stuff. Do you still do YouTube?
Not anymore.
Are you going to? Oh,
Maybe.
get the focus ahora. What do you focus on now?
I'm focused more in music, and I want to start streaming on Twitch,
Okay, streaming like video games?
like video
Or
games or just
just all-
anything. Yeah,
Nice. So you want to be like a live content streamer
most likely. Yeah,
and a musician.
and a musician. At the same
Where did that
time.
come from, dude? Porque I knew that you like to sing, pero like remember que antes hacíamos karaoke?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with what's it called? ¿Qué más quieres de mí?
Yeah, that
yeah.
song. That's El Predador. Yeah.
Yeah, El Perdedor.
El
That
Perdedor,
one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
So I was like, I know that you like to sing, pero no así. That like you actually fucking pursue it. So where did that come from?
All right, but I don't know if you remember. It was a YouTube thing first, right? I
Acércate el
tried it.
micrófono, mira. Right here.
I tried it.
Uh-huh.
Then I moved to Riverside. I still tried it a little bit more. I also got a new PC, but it was hard because there was a lot of competition, so I couldn't like compete.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of YouTubers, and it was just everything was set up already. So I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I remember I did my last video on 2018, 2017, I believe.
Uh-huh.
It got 200 views. It kind of like motivated me, but then I was like, I don't think it's for me.
And then you went into music instead?
No, actually, I went into soccer.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were doing pretty good at soccer too.
I went into soccer. My brother got me into a club. It was like a Silver League by Silver Lakes,
Uh-huh.
and I was doing well because I started from Sunday League, and Sunday League is way different.
Mhm.
But I flopped because
Okay.
you need like to train a lot.
You need that like really
you-
good experience. Okay.
Exactly. You need to go to college, university, and it was just too much.
Like from now on, soccer is just your life. That's it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you have to dedicate yourself to soccer. Uh-huh.
Basically.
So how did the music come in through after soccer?
So, Ella came when Nathaniel Cano released his first song, I believe. It was called El Drip.
Uh-huh.
Actually, my friend, who was my teammate, was the one that told me about it. And he was white.
Okay.
So I was like, how do you know about this?
Yeah, who taught you that?
It's in Spanish. Like,
You know, it does catch me sometimes by surprise when people bring up like Spanish songs, but they're not Hispanic in any way. I'm like, oh shit, you know
Yeah,
what's
like-
up?
yeah, and I was like, how do you know this? And he was like, listen to it, bro. It's sick. So I started listening to it. I was not into music like that
Yeah.
before.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember corridos, but like old ones though.
Mm-hmm.
And when he showed it to me,
Norteños, girl,
Yeah, yeah.
hardcore. Yeah.
and when he showed it to me, I fuck with it.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh,
It's a new
this sounds
style.
nice. It's a new style.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I got it. I got into it. I started doing my research, looking for more artists, and it was like barely growing up.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I kind of like liking it.
And how did you start? Like what was the first thing you did to start practicing your music?
All right, so like some people sing in the shower.
Mhm.
Some people just sing in like random moments,
Yeah.
and
All the time, everywhere
Yeah.
they go. Uh-huh.
all the time. And I don't know. I think it was just in my blood
Yeah.
because I really liked it. So I started like practicing it every day, singing different songs, learning them.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was in 2020 when the pandemic came on.
Yeah. That was
that's
crazy, huh?
Yeah, and then that's when everyone like shut down everything. So that's when I kind of started like practicing more
During the
and learn-
pandemic?
Yeah, and learning kind of the guitar thing.
Okay.
I'm not a professional on the guitar. I don't know how to play it that much,
But you like it a lot.
but I liked it a lot. And I think that's the only thing that matters.
Just to like it a lot.
Just to like it a lot.
Yeah, and when you like it a lot, you tend to do it a lot more.
A lot
So
more,
You're
yeah.
going to become better at it for sure.
So I started looking more into like what was the first corrido, how to create them. I started looking at how to like the chords work.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if you remember, but when I was little, I would freestyle
Yes,
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up.
with, I don't know if you remember Daniel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would freestyle with him with anything.
Yeah.
And I think that got me more into it.
Yeah, because I remember, like, I was like, oh shit, he's doing it. He's actually doing it. Otra vez, güey. Otra vez.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the music right now,
Uh-huh.
the corridos tumbados,
Mm-hmm.
is basically rap and the guitars.
Yeah.
That's basically how it created.
It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying some of the music that fits along that genre.
Yeah, so I started rapping and singing, and when you
Playing
know how to
around.
rap, when you know how to rap and you know how to freestyle, you pretty much can get a song done.
Uh-huh. Because you know what words to say.
Because you know what words to use, you're always thinking,
Uh-huh.
and that's how you know like to do a song.
So how long have you been making music for? Like 3 years?
Since 2020, I believe is like
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years most likely.
Crazy. Y ya saliste con tu canción, ¿verdad? Your own song.
I got like 13 songs right now written, and I think I have like 5 probably recorded.
Uh-huh.
I did them with some. I did them in Santana, but I didn't really like them.
Mhm.
Then I met GRG Records. I think you
Okay.
know him, right?
I don't think so, no.
GRG Records and the one in Corona or Studio.
Ergi?
Ergi, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it with him, and he's cool.
Yeah.
I like him as a
You worked with Ergi?
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Cool.
I went with him once, and I liked it, and I'm planning to go again because I really like how like he plays with the songs, he plays with the music, and he enjoys it. And
Yeah.
he gives me like tips to what to add, and I like that. So I'm gonna keep going with him because he's a pretty cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how you said you released 5 songs already. I remember one time I was looking on your looking on Instagram and your story came up. And what's her name? That one girl. She was popping at that time, and she shouted you out on her story.
Mm,
I think you tagged her in something, but she was like making some viral song at that time.
what was it? I think Juvia.
I don't know. Una canción, dude. It was kind of, I don't know. I forgot how it goes. She's kind of bigger. She has,
Yeah, I believe it's Juvia.
Yeah?
Juvia.
dude, yeah, she posted you on the thing. How was that?
Ooh, honestly, I felt special for some reason.
Yeah. It was your first like sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like this happens.
like this happens.
I'm getting
This is
attention.
real.
Yeah.
They're like, pinch me.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah,
They
what's
took
happening?
notice.
You know,
Yeah.
that was cool. And I also had other people text me, like the records. They texted me because I told them like, how do I upload my music, or how do I send it to you guys? And they texted me. I sent them my music, and I haven't got a response, but I'm planning to do it again and to figure out more how to like get to them.
Mm-hmm. So you have, like, do you take a lot of focus on your music still? Have you been practicing? Have you been working?
I'm not gonna lie about this, but there's some days that I don't feel like making anything.
Uh-huh.
It's because my thing is that I can make a song or focus in a song. It has to come out of me.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
has
have to be
come out of my
really
heart.
feeling it.
I had to feel it.
Mhm.
There's many songs that I try writing and they just come out like ass.
Mm-hmm.
They just come out like ass. So I always try to like motivate myself. And when it comes out the heart, then it comes out the heart. Sometimes I'm like playing a game or just chilling,
Mhm.
and I would actually make like lyrics in my head.
Yeah.
And when I like something, I will write it on my
On your notes.
phone or my notebook, because I have a notebook.
Uh-huh.
And that's how pretty much I get into like writing a song.
Yeah, and just keep practicing writing.
Just keep
Yeah, it's
practicing.
hard, especially as an artist, when you can't find motivation.
It is
'Cause
kind of hard.
I don't know. Artists, they feel a lot, you know?
They
Sienten
do.
mucho.
Their heart is a big part of them.
Like, I was listening to Vicente Fernandez yesterday with my dad. He was showing me some of his songs because I don't really know that many Vicente Fernandez songs. So he was like, ponte esta. So I was listening to the songs and I was looking at the lyrics of them. I was like, holy shit. Like, the words that this man was saying is so, I don't know, it's unique. It's special. So I get what you mean, how sometimes it's hard to find that motivation. And for him, it was love. But sometimes it's cool just keeping the practicing going, even if it comes out like it's supposed to come out like gas, you know. But when the time comes where you really feel a song coming on, you're ready to get into gear.
That's true.
You know, so it's okay. You know, your songs are supposed to come out like ass. Like I just said in another podcast that Eminem, he always writing in his notebook all day long, and he doesn't use almost any of it. He's supposed to. It's supposed to suck ass. These are just words, pero ponerlo en práctica. Keep putting it into practice.
Yeah, and talking about Vicente Fernandez, I like his songs, and I think he was an inspiration to me. And I saw his series actually on Netflix,
Yeah.
and it's wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's pretty good. El Rey, right?
Yeah, El Rey, and it's just crazy how many times he fell and how many times he kept going, like non-stopping. That's just crazy. That's mad respect.
Yeah, and it proved like you have to do that. You have to fall down and get back up, and fall down and get back up, or else you won't be El Rey.
Yeah,
you know?
like he said, he got into many talent contests, and he said he lost most of them. So, but he kept going.
Whoa. My microphone was about to fall off the fucking... It was about to fall off. Producción. So he entered a lot of talent competitions.
Yes, he lost a bunch of them.
Damn, that's crazy.
And now look at him.
Yeah, you have to lose a lot. I feel like the more you lose, the better the win will feel. So like comparing it to like UFC, for example, you see them lose every single day in training, you know? They get their ass beat all the damn time, but only a certain few will take those failures and make it all the way to the top. Jair Rodriguez. Chingón el güey.
For example, Brandon Moreno. He said, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will be champion one day.
¿Cómo te sientes ser mexicano?
Oh.
Oh.
I always said this before. I didn't choose it, but it was a whole blessing.
Yeah.
I was lucky to be born as a Mexican.
Yeah, you like being... I love being Mexican too.
Because it's just different. Like, I respect every single country or their culture, but I think being Mexican is big.
It's different.
It's like a big flag. Like,
what do you think makes it different compared to like a whole bunch of other cultures? Because I see what you mean. Yeah, Mexicans, they do it so different in a lot of different aspects.
Because of the demand.
The demand. Okay.
Because, you know, like when you tell someone, let him do it. He's Mexican. Like, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
He has to do it. It's in his blood. Like, he has to win. The demand is so big.
Yeah. Because, dude, we've seen a whole bunch of talented Mexicans come out, you know? And, of course, there's talented people in other ones. We're not, you know? But, and we're just talking about Mexico right now. And in Mexico, like, how many... Like, right now, you're seeing a lot of musicians. A whole bunch of Latino artists coming out, you know? Freaking crazy. And even in movies, Namor, in the new Black Panther, fucking crazy. You saw Eugenio Derbez is one of my favorites. I love watching him. You see him in the UFC. You see Brandon Moreno, Alexa Grasso apenas. What happened to Aldana?
Aldana, I don't know.
¿No miraste?
I saw it, but it just... Amanda's a good fighter.
Amanda's a really good fighter.
She's a really good fighter, so it's really hard. And she deserved it. Hands down on her.
To retire like that. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, you're seeing talent come off of everywhere. But at the same time, it's talent, but it's only made through hard work. I think that's the difference between Mexico and a whole bunch of other places. That they build their talent through just a whole bunch of hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it shows a lot. In Florida, si miraste que all the people moved away from Florida, the people that work in the crop fields and stuff, and that everything just, there's nothing to replace them.
It's because that's the thing. People have to understand that Latinos or anyone, we're not a toy that you can like throw away and then bring it back. You know, like we need to be respected.
Yeah.
Because this country, I would say like 70% runs it by Latinos. Salvadoreños, Hondureños, Puertorriqueños, Mexicanos. I think we deserve that kind of respect. Like that law was just not it.
Yeah, we're not asking, like, I get what you mean. Like, you're not asking people to bow down to you in any way, but like there's some things que sí se pasan de lanza.
Yeah, and you know how some people said like, "Oh, they're taking our jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're stealing us."
It's like
And now that they have them, they don't do them.
they don't do them.
They don't do them.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That's true.
So like, why are you claiming something and then not doing it when it's like right there?
Like if you, I don't know, and it's a touchy subject because people, well, they feel everything now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel kind of insecure that somebody, not even a Mexican, if somebody's coming to take your job, that means you gotta bust your ass to be better than them at your job. Be secure in your job. Do your part as much as you can, and do like the hard work. You know, and that's the difference between somebody and, I guess in our case, Mexicans.
Mm-hmm. That's why I guess we need to be respected.
Yeah.
Just like we respect them. Like I respect the American flag. I know what this country means, and I guess they have to respect my flag too.
You really saw. How did you come to America? Actually, because like that's a big decision, leaving your country to come over here, leaving your family, everything you've experienced to come over here.
Okay, so basically in Mexico, I didn't have much. Like half of my brothers are here, and I just have one sister in Mexico. Not only that, I could have stayed in Mexico, but I already had papers because of my dad.
Yeah.
So once he passed away, I was still staying over there, and over there, it's hard to make friends.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make friends sometimes.
Over there in Mexico or here?
Over there in Mexico.
Okay.
Because you need to be like them.
Yeah.
To like actually.
Tienes que aguantar.
Yeah, tienes que aguantar.
Yeah.
Back then, I was a kid that would not say a single bad word. I would say hi to everybody in the party, and just a really cool guy.
Yeah. And if you're a good kid around them, they make fun of you for it.
You're like a weirdo sometimes. But I was like in third, fourth grade, so I kind of understand it because they're immature like that sometimes. So I had to speak bad words. I had to like sometimes dress differently to be part of them.
Yeah, I get you. Conform,
yeah, basically. And one thing that I noticed is that when they find out that I came to the U.S. for like vacations, they all started coming at me.
Yeah.
To be my friend.
Why? What do you think that is?
I don't know. It's just because back then it was like, probably today still, some people think, oh, U.S. dollars.
Money, yeah. Money. You have money.
Money, like maybe he can be something for us in the future.
Yeah, so let's leech onto it.
Yeah, so let's just lean onto him.
Leech, I said.
Leech, yeah.
Do you agree with that? Leech?
No, not really.
No? What do you think instead?
I think,
because I've been talking to my dad about that. I'm like, because I've seen, or I've known a lot of, people, Mexican people, that they pretend to be your friend so that way they can just leech onto you. So like, te están sacando todo and taking your blood away, basically.
I don't think you're supposed to be friends with someone just to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Exactly.
I think if you be friends with them, it's because you like him, you fuck with him, and you're there to support him and him to support you.
Yeah, don't be a parasite.
Yeah, don't be a parasite. And never forget them. Even you're famous, never forget them. Always talk to them. And yeah, basically.
Yeah, if they're willing to stay with you all the way through. I agree with that. That's true. And coming over here to Mexico, or coming here from Mexico, you saw that all the people started coming towards you and wanting to be your friend. How do you see that difference? How old were you when you saw that?
I was probably like, I was still in fourth grade when that happened. I was actually in fifth. Never mind, I was in fifth, and then I was gonna move into sixth. And I had friends that would come at me, right? One thing I did so I didn't get bullied. When my mom brought me food, I would like divide it. I would be like, this half is for me, and this half is for them.
Yeah, in case they want to come and take it.
For like the bully kids or the biggest ones or the most strong ones, and they will defend me. They won't bully me.
Aprovechados.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want problems, so you guys can have it.
Yeah.
I did it by heart, so.
And so you wouldn't get bullied.
So I wouldn't get bullied.
But then you came over here and there was a whole new experience, huh?
Oh shit! I came here, and I was scared.
How long were you here when you knew me, when you met me? Because I was, how old are you? You're 2 years younger than me, right?
I'm 19.
You're 19. Yeah, you're 2 years younger than me.
Mhm.
So I was like I was going in towards 8th grade. So you were still in 6th grade, I think.
Yeah, I was in 6th grade.
So you had just got in here, huh, fool? Crazy.
I mean, I came before, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
vacations.
Yeah, just to visit.
Mhm.
But now you were actually actively living here, huh? Crazy. ¿Y qué has aprendido, güey?
A
From being
lot.
here.
A lot. I'm telling you, when I came here, I was scared because I didn't know like anything. I didn't know the language, but I wanted to learn it.
Yeah.
Funny story. When I first got into my first 5th grade class, they used to have a program called Doble Inversión.
Okay.
So classes were in Spanish and English.
Yeah.
And I was like, better.
Yeah, thank
Better
you.
for me.
Yeah.
I remember 2 girls came up to me and they started talking to me, and I was shy.
Mhm.
And I didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah.
So the first thing that came out to my mind, I looked at them and I was like, shut up.
That's all shut up. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
that's
about.
what I said.
Mejor no me digas nada.
Yeah, I was like, shut up. Because I thought they were talking bad about me.
Uh-huh.
Then the teacher called me and she was like, you're saying bad words? I'm like, no, I don't know what they were saying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just
But
a lot to figure out, a lot to learn as a kid in here.
mhm. It was a big difference. I had more friends, like real friends, and probably a better economy, I believe.
Better environment.
Better environment, actually. I learned a lot, new experiences. Yeah.
Yeah, because I learned a lot from you too, dude. When we were kids, like, it was a different experience, you know? And one of those things was you being from Mexico. You have a different outlook, even though we were just kids. You know, I'm an American kid. I've been going to school here this entire time. But when we were neighbors, we would just be playing outside all the damn time. We had a shit ton of fun. And then we both started YouTube. We were playing Minecraft. You would show me some things. I'd show you some things. You know, so it was very interesting growing up with you.
Actually, you created my first email.
Yeah.
And I still have
it.
And I still have it. I still have it. And I still use it sometimes. Yeah, so that was crazy. You got me into the internet because I wasn't that much of an internet kid. I wasn't like looking into stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you were just showing me the video of the how to be ninja.
How to be a ninja, yeah.
If you find it, good for you. If not, good luck. You know?
Don't find it.
Don't find it. Please don't find it. Yeah, but dude, we experienced a lot. We grew a lot together for sure. And now we're both in this state where we're actively learning to become better. And you're learning music. You know, that's what you're into right now. That's good. I like it. So when's your next song? What are you thinking?
So I've been trying to get into more genres.
Genres? Okay.
Genres, my bad.
Yeah.
I try to get into cumbias, norteñas, probably rock if I can.
You should make a bachata.
A bachata. Yeah.
And just sing it like Romeo Santos. Tal parece
eres mía. Mía. It's because I like music, and I think if you love music, you're supposed to love maybe all the
or at least acknowledge all that there is to offer.
Yeah, like I'm not saying listen to them, but just like, oh, that sounds cool, or
that's interesting.
Or I can learn from that. I can mix it probably.
Keep learning about you know what you like to do, music. It's like, not just norteña, it's music, you know?
Because like music today is all mixing together.
Yeah.
I saw Banda Mesa with Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg,
Cristian
Nodal.
Yeah.
And it's just like crazy how they're mixing, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. That makes us more united, and I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And it's different types of art that's going to come from it, you know? Hearing rap with what's it called? Cumbias or like hardcore hip hop with what's it called? A grupo. You know, how different would that be? And here you are, like I can do both.
I can do both. I can do anything. I think I have the talent to do it. I believe I have it. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy listening to Cypress Hill, sometimes Peso Pluma.
Those are your favorite artists? Like what would be like your top 5 favorite artists as of right now?
Like just Mexican wise, or like
in general?
In general.
What do you like to listen to right now?
All right. So right now I listen more to Peso Pluma.
Okay.
That's like my one right now.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I believe maybe like rap in
Okay.
Spanish.
Rap in Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do listen to some of the songs in English,
Mm-hmm.
but not all of them. Because
Okay.
some of them, and I know people are not gonna agree with me because they love their artists, but I think some of them are just mumble rapping.
Okay. So they're just like saying the
Like,
usual.
yeah. Like, okay, Drake, I like him.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
cool.
He has a good flow. You can get hype.
Yeah, you can get hype. For example, Machine Gun Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a
Oh, he's
eh.
okay.
Eminem. I really like Eminem. He's
I remember, bro.
Rap God.
Exactly. I remember
Rap
you
God.
used to listen to Eminem all the time.
Eminem was cool, and that's Tupac.
Tupac was
that was
cool.
another one. Pop Smoke.
So you like rap? Okay. You really do like rap and then Spanish music.
Yeah,
Those are the two main ones.
it's because you can learn a lot. Like
Yeah.
learn like I can write songs in English too,
Okay.
because I know how like the system works
Uh-huh.
on the English songs.
Yeah, you just transferred
Yeah.
over to English.
Yeah, but I'm a true believer that making music in Spanish, I believe it's a little bit harder than making music in English.
I think it's more poetic.
Yeah.
Para decir la letra, you have to really feel, como tú dijiste, you have to really feel it.
I mean, sometimes because like I seen artists that sing like in Spanish, and it's just like you're saying some random bullshit.
Well, it's because that's what's transferring over. You know, that like Hollywood scene, more famous artists here in America that are doing really, really good. How you said mumble rapping, but that's transferring over. It's like, well, they're doing it good over there. Let's just do it good in ours. But it doesn't really matter. Let's just have some fun with it. You know. So
they
ahí te enseña like you don't have to be the best. You don't have to make the best song out there every single time. It can be ass. Because look at like it just depends on how you think of it. We may be sitting here thinking that, oh, that shit's ass. But little do we know there's like a whole group over there that's like,
yeah, just loving them and
and that's what they care about. Like they can give a fuck about us. Same thing with you, bro. So if you feel happy, just write a song while you're happy. If you feel sad, if you feel demotivated, use that. You know?
funny story about sad songs. It's hard, like really, really hard for me to write a love song.
A love song. Okay.
It's really, really hard.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like
you
I don't feel
experienced
being
love all the way through or something?
I don't feel like being empalagoso.
Empalagoso. Okay. So
I don't
like,
feel like being like fruity. No, not fruity. Like what's the word?
cliche, cheesy.
Yeah, cheesy. I don't feel like being cheesy. You know?
No lo sientes así.
No, because
Yeah.
if I want to write it, I want to write it with the meaning. But when I
Yeah.
start writing, it's just like love, flowers, honey.
I
and
get
it's
what
like,
you
no,
mean.
No.
Yeah, I get what you mean because I thought about that too. That's one of the reasons I don't write music because it's like, what do I have to write about?
Mhm.
Like, am I supposed to make like a love song?
Mhm.
Well, like I can, but my creativity
Mhm.
isn't there with music.
Mhm.
You know, it hasn't gotten there. So I haven't even started, right?
Mhm.
So in my mind, it's that time will come.
Mhm.
So you don't have to make love songs. You can just fucking go at it. What's your favorite type of songs to make?
The hype songs.
The hype songs?
Yeah, because I think there's a bigger amount of words that you can use,
Okay.
and there's a million things you can talk about
Uh-huh.
on hype songs.
A million type of words?
Yes, that you can use,
Okay,
like bélico, chingón, power.
okay,
poder.
so you have a more freedom
Mhm.
to choose.
More freedom
Okay,
to choose.
I get what you mean.
And for love song, it has to talk love, you, and
Yeah.
simple stuff.
Love, love, love,
Mhm.
love, all the way
basic.
through.
Yeah.
But with it's hype, you can talk about whatever the fuck
You can talk
want.
about anything. Yeah.
Whoa, my voice sounds so weird. That's interesting. Yeah, you can talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you mean.
The only love song I have, it's in
Uh-huh.
Spanish.
Okay.
It's a cumbia.
Ooh.
I can do it. Honestly, on cumbias, I can do more love songs
Okay.
than like regular guitar ones. Because I believe like cumbia mixes more with the love songs, and I think the beat just sounds different, and it gives me that vibe.
Okay, so you feel a love song more with cumbia?
Mm-hmm.
It's That's true because I've seen people make love songs out of something like heavy metal or
Mm-hmm.
something, and I'm like, a love song while you're screaming?
I know that
I
like,
don't get it.
and it's
You
just
know?
like, mm,
But I don't know. The same thing. It may just be us that we don't like it, but there's a huge group over there that's like,
Mhm.
yeah.
and I don't really like minor notes because the minor notes are really like low and
Uh-huh.
they're slow. Like I think you have heard by James Arthur.
Hmm.
Just say you want
Yeah, yeah,
like you know how it's like so soft.
yeah.
I can't really do it because I fell asleep.
Okay, so
Because he's
it's
like
too slow.
yeah,
Too.
and he's like mm.
My dad used to say he's like La Ballena Azul. He's like the Blue Whale Challenge right there with that song. What happened to him? I was like,
Okay.
I don't know. He's just sad. He's like, change it, mijo. He's too sad for me. He's ruining the root. He's ruining the mood. I'm like, I get you. Yeah, because he's like, I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. And you're like, okay, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like hype songs, the beat just sounds really cool, and you like get up and you start jumping and like oh.
So more happy, fun songs,
Mm-hmm.
something to set the room positive. Okay, I get you.
Sad songs, there's something funny about sad songs. Whenever I'm writing a sad song, or just in general
Uh-huh.
singing a sad song, my girlfriend always tells me, "Why you singing that? Why you sad? Who you thinking about when you're singing that?" And I'm just like, "You don't have to be sad to write a sad song.
Yeah.
It just comes out.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Just by looking at for example, what's the one movie called that makes everybody cry?
The Notebook.
The Notebook.
Okay.
By looking at that, you can probably write a song off of that.
Yeah, for sure. You can probably write a song or two.
Yeah, if you're not sad, you can still write it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not happy, you can still write a happy song. So I don't think it matters.
So motivation doesn't matter.
Yeah, motivation doesn't matter there.
So what's stopping you now?
What's stopping me now? I believe my mentality.
Okay, so it's just you.
Yeah, like sometimes I see like it's because I compare myself a lot to other artists,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what does he have that I need to change?
Okay.
Like right now when I was coming,
Uh-huh.
I was listening to my songs, and I was like, I'm not bad, but
Yeah.
there's just something not connecting.
I get what you mean.
I'm like, there's something there, like that makes them be there.
I think
and-
it's just a matter of believing that you are there.
Mm-hmm.
I just talked to my girlfriend yesterday about it. It's like fake it till you make it, right? Sometimes like you may not fully believe in yourself. Like for me, I can't fully believe that I'm in the levels of fucking the biggest podcasts in the world. But if I believe that this is the best podcast in the world, you guys are listening to the very best podcast in the world. Like somebody's got to believe it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Even if it's 100 yes, 100 no's that they don't think it, and then like 3 yeses that they think. Like cool. 3's gonna turn into another 3 and another 3 and
Yeah, they
another
can
3.
spread.
Until I guess you can actually compare yourself to, you know. Remember, dude, that's the thing. Those guys are in a different level right now, so you can't compare yourself to them. You're like, of course, it makes sense. I'm not gonna be in the same level as them. How am I supposed to? Es como si yo me quiero comparar a Messi
Mm-hmm.
right now in soccer. I want to be like him, fuck, but I never can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, yeah, no shit. And the cool thing about music is that you can put a lot of hard work and you can't see the difference after putting in so much hard work.
Mhm.
It's not one of those things where it's like, how to explain it? Like, even you could even just wing it, you know? You don't have to be. That's the thing about creativity. You don't have to be perfect.
Mhm.
And it's one of the biggest, hardest things to surpass when you're an artist. Tell me about it, you know? I can't be perfect at podcasting. And even if it doesn't come out good, this podcast can come out to shit. Who knows?
Mhm.
But we're having fun.
We're having fun.
And afterwards, we're going to look at this. We're like, cool. That's where my mind's at right now. I can't wait to come back and do it again and see how much better I can do it. Same thing with music. Okay, that's how my song came out. It came out nice. There's other nicer artists, cool, but this is how mine is. So let's make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude, just that's all my advice that I would have for you for that. Just have a lot of fun.
and just the flow of time.
Yeah.
I feel like back then I wasted a bunch of time like going with friends, having fun, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't focus on the main thing that I like.
Uh-huh.
And that's what like drains me sometimes. Whenever I'm doing a song and it doesn't come out good, I'm like, "Ah, what am I gonna do?
Like you just wasted so much time.
Yeah, I just wasted so much time. What am I doing?
But what if you think about it like, okay, it didn't come out, but what did I learn?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I can, a lot of us wasted a whole bunch of time.
Mm-hmm.
You think quarantine, a lot of the entire world lost about a bunch of time,
Mm-hmm.
So we're all in the same spot. The only difference is that some people are still wasting time,
Mm-hmm.
and some people are actively getting improvements. They're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying their hardest as much as they can to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And even you, by just thinking, how good you want something to be, it shows your passion, how
Mm-hmm.
much you want something to improve, and that you can change your life. Ahora nada más es de hacerlo,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
It's not that I do imagine myself like being with fans and with everything, right?
Mhm.
But there's something that kind of scares me because I kind of lived it. Is let all that get into my head
Mhm.
and turn into someone different that I don't want to be.
The whole human Hollywood side of it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Expectation.
Exactly.
Porque recuérdate cuando estábamos chicos,
Mm-hmm.
like, we would do YouTube and it was like we're playing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't, like, of course, we're like, oh, I want to be a rich YouTuber like them, of
Mm-hmm.
course. But at the same time, we knew that we weren't making any money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that we weren't going to make any money off of it. But now it's like we're adults.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make money off of
To
it.
make money off of
You know
something.
what I mean? So we're not used to being patient and working without getting paid anymore. But that's what I'm saying. Even as I'm thinking about this like a kid standpoint,
Mhm.
I'm playing the role as a podcaster. So I'm like, okay, if I'm playing this game, might as well get to the best that I can at this
Mhm.
game, right? And I just talked to my primo about this, right? It's same thing. Think about it like GTA, empiezas, you're level 1,
Mhm.
right? And then you keep leveling up, get richer, 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 richer. Same thing with your music. You're at level 1, bro. It's okay to be at level 1.
Mhm.
Now get to level 2, and then level 3, and because those fuckers are at level 50 something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You can't get to level 50 something in a day.
Like fast.
So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And it's cool with these episodes because it's episode 56,
Mhm.
episode 57, 58. And it shows the improvements, the growth. How are you going to learn how much you've grown if there's nothing to look back on?
Mhm.
Haz una canción, güey. Get them, is think about it like for example, my dad, I gave him a journal one time and he was like, "Es que mijo, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to write like nice. My writing is ugly. I don't know what to write about." And I'm like, "Well, that's the thing. So it's write whatever you want, even if it's ugly, even if it's not your best words, even if it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Because later on, you're gonna look over 30 pages and you're gonna see, oh shit, like look at my writing ability now."
Mhm.
Same thing with music. It's for any aspect of art. If you consider yourself an artist, in music, live like it. Think about it. Think that you can do it. La Valeria,
Mhm.
Mama. All right, whatever. But yeah, bro.
Mhm.
So what do you think?
Going to the money thing,
Mm-hmm.
there's one thing that I did wrong, but I think I did right, and I think I learned about it. I had $10,000, and I was like, my brother was telling me, and my mom was telling me, give him to me so I can take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But something in me was like, keep him
Yeah.
so you can learn.
You saw the opportunity come from the money.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
And where did they go? I don't know where they went.
Yeah. So you think you could have saved or used your money wiser?
Yeah, and I was like, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Where's the whole money at?
And it adds up,
Mm-hmm.
It's food. Dude, food, if you go out to get food, you're spending $20
Mm-hmm.
on something simple. I just went to Carl's Jr.
Mm-hmm.
right now before this podcast. $20
Mm-hmm.
on just for me and my dad. Crazy shit. It's
Mhm.
expensive.
It is really expensive. And I was like, what have I just done? And I'm not feeling guilty anymore because I was like, I learned now that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I have more money, maybe 20, maybe 50, maybe a million, I know that I need to think before wasting,
One step at a time. Yeah.
one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like, oh, I have money, whatever, throw it.
Yeah. One thing I heard was every time that you're about to spend money, think about how that money is being spent. Hi, Mama. We're gonna be podcasting. So like every time that you spend money,
Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to think, how am I spending this money? Why am I spending this money? Where is this money going to? How are they grabbing my money?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I feel like even by that, you learn to budget it more and also learn how to make money more.
Yeah, and also at that point, like 10,000 for me was like everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was my fault for letting that get into my head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what like sometimes scares me. Like I just fucked up with 10,000. What's gonna happen when I have a million?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't fix myself, I'm gonna end up poor.
Mm-hmm.
And but sometimes, well, actually, by thinking about it, I came to the conclusion that maybe that's why God hasn't let me go into the next step,
Yeah.
because He's probably putting this as a test,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why He's probably not like giving me the opportunity, because he's like,
Well, you're saying you don't want it.
mm-hmm,
You're saying you're scared of the future if you had $1 million.
Yeah.
So I
And
can't
he-
give you $1 million. Tienes miedo.
like I think his thinking is, if you're not gonna learn how to handle the money
Mm-hmm.
to help others, or even to help yourself, why am I gonna give you the opportunity to
Yeah.
grow?
You're not ready for it.
You're not ready for it. You're
Okay.
too young. And that's the thing that happened to Nathaniel Cano. He was good. He was 18, very young, and I believe he made a million when he was 18.
Okay.
And now you see him,
Nothing.
difference.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's bad that he's tatted,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard about for his what's it called, his manager, his music manager, Jimmy, that he has used a lot of like drugs.
Mm-hmm. He wasted it on a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't benefiting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just look at it and I'm like, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, God,
Yeah. Like,
for
okay.
not giving me the chance.
I'll keep listening. I'll just
keep
stay
listening. I'll
Yeah.
keep going forward, and when it's time, it's time.
here. Yeah. I'll make sure that
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for when you present me with that opportunity. Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm my age or anyone that's 18 or 17
Yeah.
when they get that bunch of money, they get parties, they get drugs, they get girls.
How
Cars.
the Bible says that that God's gonna give you what you need, but not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's how I think about everything that comes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of shit that's going on in our house, in our family, or in our lives, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And there's times where I'm like, man, I don't know what you have in store for me. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, am I scared in a way? I'm like, yeah, of course. That's how you made me as a human. You know, to live with fear and have to conquer that every day.
But
You know,
still
just by doing
believe.
that.
You
Yeah,
still believe.
just to believe, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't know what you have in store for me, but I believe in you. I believe you know what's coming. I know that if I keep believing in you by believing in myself,
Mhm.
something's gonna come. So, I mean, it's about taking huge risks. You know, could I have kept my job at Best Buy and played it safe and get some little money and just live through that? Yeah, but I knew that I wasn't going to be happy, and I knew that if I stayed there, I was going to stop believing in myself. That this is the normal thing, and I have to do this. So whatever else I'm thinking, dude, you're not gonna have time for that.
And that's the thing that I understand you in. I don't see myself working.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or not
technically,
working in that aspect.
but like working my ass every 24/7, 5 days a week in a place
Mm-hmm.
every single day doing the same thing. I don't
Where
I don't
you
see
won't
myself-
grow.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
won't grow. I want to see myself, and I see myself being my own boss,
Yeah.
doing what I like, cuz I'm a believer that if you do it for the money,
Mhm.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you do it for because you like it, you're gonna good at it.
Yeah, because even if there's no money in it, you
Mhm.
still like it. You know what I mean? If you do it for the money and money doesn't come,
Mhm.
you're not gonna do it anymore. You're gonna, what's the point? The point was money, but you're not getting it.
Mhm.
But if you do it because you like it, stay on that.
El que es perico es verde en donde sea.
And if you like getting money, don't be mad when money doesn't come.
Mhm.
Just like the fact that you like it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do get criticized and bullied,
Mhm.
and I used to care more a long time ago, but not anymore,
Yeah.
about finishing high school.
Oh.
I
Okay.
personally did not finish high school.
You didn't finish high school?
I didn't finish high school.
What?
I was in my junior year,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't finish it.
Why not, bro?
To be honest, I needed credits. I
Uh-huh.
wasted freshman year, I started solid. I was good. Sophomore, I kind of went off. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
In junior, I was getting back on it, but I still needed credits.
Yeah.
So they sent me to continuation school,
Uh-huh.
where I was chilling. I
Yeah.
was doing pretty good. I was doing 8 packets a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to graduate on time. The pandemic came.
You were that. You were that year. Yeah.
I loved it.
Uh-huh.
I loved the continuation school. It was pretty good because
Yeah, yeah.
they're good. They give you the packets, do them.
But pandemic threw everyone off. Yeah.
Mhm. I used to watch Netflix and do my packets and talk to people.
Yeah.
Guys were cool there. The pandemic came.
School during the pandemic.
School closed. Everything virtual.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't.
Yeah. You can't do it. It wasn't for you.
Like, I can't sit right here and just listen to someone talk and just do the packets online. It's just boring. I like to communicate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like to go to the place because I saw it as a job. I went on my bike in the morning, went to the place, boom.
It
Did
was
my
your
thing.
routine. Yeah. Yeah.
Talk to the people there, see how like
Y
communicate
ahora
with them.
te despiertas,
You wake up, go to the computer, take your hour, do your packets.
go use the restroom, come
that's
back
it.
to your computer, work on your homework, go to your next class.
Mhm.
You-
And actually, the thing I like about continuation school, they're good because they want you to graduate.
Mhm.
Some teachers, because I have bad teachers and I got some good teachers.
Some people
They're-
go to continuation school so they can graduate like this,
Mhm.
so they can graduate fast and just leave it all behind.
Some teachers are bad,
Uh-huh.
but some of them that I had were good.
Mhm.
And the continuation ones, way good. Because they even went to my house to try to convince me and try to give me the
Like, come on,
packets
bro. Like, let's
to
do
finish
this.
them. But the thing is, we moved from my sister's house
Uh-huh.
and we went to a garage.
Okay.
My mom started paying it because I couldn't work. But then I needed to work.
Yeah, you needed money.
I needed money because they were gonna, when I was 18, they cut my mom's paychecks that they were giving me.
Mhm.
So they cut them short.
Yeah.
And she was having trouble with it.
Yeah, money. So you had to come and step in and help your mom out.
And I was like, fuck, like, I have to work.
Yeah, huevo. There's no choice anymore.
There's no choice. And some people say, then work and study. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit.
Work and study.
I don't want to come from work and then try to do my packets and then that's just
No,
not.
yeah, that, and it's like, even if you do study, like, you're gonna work to study to work the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what I like about. I'm telling you, bro. I see my friends who are, they have a talent. They have something that they can really grow on, and they doubt themselves. Like, oh yeah, it's because there's no money to be made. I'm like, well, you're thinking about that. I'm telling you, dude. Si quieres, si le haces, like, if you put your all into it. I'm not even trying to be cheesy at all. I'm telling all of my friends this. If you really want to change your life, you can. All right. I'm trying my hardest right now to change my life simply by enjoying what I'm doing. Am I losing out on money from my work? Yeah. Am I losing out from times at, like, I don't know, clubs and drinking alcohol with my friends? Yeah. Am I missing out on some quality time with people that I care about? Yeah. But I know that this right here is the biggest investment, bro. Right now is when we have the most time, especially you, bro. You're 2 years. You got 2 years on me. In a way, you're winning by 2 years. You have more time. At your age, at 19, you're only 19. At 19, I was stuck in the room. I was stuck in quarantine. So I now I'm here. I'm 21. You're still 19. You were still in high school during the whole quarantine. So I'm telling you, you may think that you're 2 years behind, but you're ahead, bro. You're ahead by a lot. You're 19. You have so much time for yourself, so use it as much as you can. I know that works like a bitch, you know. And some of us, like me, I'm taking a big risk by not having a job, like an actual job anymore, and just doing this and doing jobs that I want to do along whatever comes, right? But I know that this is going to be the biggest investment ever, especially because again, we're both young. So if you want to think about it like this. You have all the time in the world to work on music. If you want friends that do music actively, bro, they're all around us. You just got to go look for them and hang out with them. And sometimes when you're not feeling that motivation, those guys are the ones that are there that are like, hey, let's make a song. What do you want to do? I'm going to help you out. Let's make a song together and let's have some fun. That's all you need, you know?
And the other thing about the school, I was like thinking, what career do I get?
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a fighter, police. I don't see anything that I like.
You should go to college after school.
And
Did you see yourself in college?
no, not at all. To
No.
be honest, because they were telling me, do a career, do something short.
Yeah.
And I did my research, and I was like looking into them. I was like, no, I don't like it. What the hell is this? No.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. That's when music came on, and I was like, I want this.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it, I do it, and I want it.
Yeah. Do you think you can live your life through music?
I believe I can live my life through music. There's many people that live it through music, through YouTube, through podcasts. So I believe that you can live your life without school. In general.
But that doesn't mean that just because you're not going to school, you're not learning anything. That's the biggest thing. People think that, because remember, I went to college for 2 semesters and I dropped out. I mean, once you drop out of college, in a lot of people's minds, it's like, oh, this kid's a college dropout. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't have a future ahead of him. And I'm like, listen, I'm learning a lot of things that some of my friends that are in college haven't learned yet. I mean, they know a lot of things, you know, but only on a certain subject.
And that's the thing. The school that I like the most, and I still say it, is the street school.
Yeah.
La escuela de la vida y la escuela de la calle. Because, first of all, in school, they never showed me how to make money.
Yeah.
They never showed me how to like be something I want. They never showed me what hunger means.
What's a
How
W-2
does it
form?
feel? Huh?
What's a W-2 form?
A W-2 form? I believe that's a...
Exactly. They didn't teach us that in school.
I believe, okay, a W-2 form, I mean, a W-4, I know what that is. A W-2, I think, is when you get paid when you don't have a social or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's your taxes for a job that you worked at the end of the year. Yeah.
They didn't show me how to do a resume, how to write emails.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
They're
hunger,
basically telling you, go to chingar tu madre. You know what I mean? Good luck.
I think you showed me to follow the rules. And even when you finish a career, there's still going to be bosses upon you.
That's what it is. That's what they want you. See, with creativity, there is not that. But that's what you grab from all of these experiences, that there's these limitations to everything that, oh, I can't get an A because I'm not good enough. I can't pass this class because, oh, I can't make it in high school. Oh, I can't go to college. You know, since we're growing up, bro, since littles, oh, you can't. But creativity, that's the thing. You can. As much as you want, as big as you want it.
For example, let's say if the boss needs someone new, they take you out and they bring another one.
Yeah, like nothing.
And something else, like music, they can still take you out, but they won't find that. Let's say you're a famous artist, they can still take you out, or you can leave, but you're gonna take your fans with you, and you're still gonna grow, or not.
Yeah.
And they can bring someone like you.
It's experience. You know, that's something that they can't take away from you.
They can bring someone like you because there's very little. There's a very small amount of people that can do what you do. And for other jobs, there's many people that can do what they do.
You're replaceable.
You're replaceable.
Yeah.
In music or something that you like for a podcast, I don't believe you're replaceable. because there's something that your podcast has that maybe others don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. There's different minds, bro. There's no one else like
Different
you.
ideas.
Yeah,
And on something like an office job, they're always doing the same thing. There's nothing like new.
there's nothing new.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
replace you.
So your learning is so limited, you know? It's like this is it.
So I don't really feel offended anymore that they said that I don't have a high school diploma. I don't really get offended. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I want, I can get my damn GED.
Yeah.
That's if I want.
If I want to.
If I want to.
Yeah.
But
I
there
don't
was,
want to. I want to focus on something bigger. I have something bigger planned ahead.
Then I started working on what's it called, on a place in San Bernardino
Uh-huh.
where I learned a lot too.
Okay.
I learned how to help people. I learned a lot of stuff.
What was it?
It was a non-profit company.
So
We would
volunteer.
we would give like food boxes.
Uh-huh.
And mind me, I started that as a student
Yeah, yeah.
for some classes. They would pay us money
Mhm.
to go every Saturday.
Yeah. And volunteer and
Uh-huh.
give okay, so some paid volunteer work.
I worked my ass off for like half a year. Then I believe it was in April of 2020, I believe, or 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I got hired by them because they liked my job. Then they started cutting off hours, so I left. And
Yeah.
I went to a fabric where I would work until 5:30.
Yeah, factory job,
Yeah, it was good money,
but no time.
Huh?
But no time.
But no time, and also it was the same thing. I can't be in a
Repetitive.
job where I'm doing the same thing every day because it just gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I went to a night shift for forklift. I was there for like about 6 months.
Damn.
And tell me, working a night shift is
It's not
just
good.
not it.
It's not supposed to happen.
I get it's chilling. You get
Yeah.
your benefits. We used to wear AirPods driving the forklift.
Yeah, but think about like humans like way back then. I mean, when it was nighttime, you stay your ass inside. You go to sleep. You don't go out. It's dangerous out. You know,
And the worst part is that the pay was so low. It was 17.
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. But my plan was, I need to get experience on the forklift because I was certified. I need to get experience, so there's no other place that can take me because I don't have experience, and that's something bad about the jobs. How you expecting someone to have experience if they're barely starting and you don't give them the opportunity
Yeah,
to get that experience?
that's the beautiful thing about art and living through it is that you create the opportunities for yourself to take them, and there's no limit to the amount of opportunities that you create for yourself.
You create your own experience.
You create your own life.
Yeah, nobody has to tell you that you have experience for this because you know you have it and you work for it.
Because I mean, yeah, I quit my job. You know, I'm quitting my job soon. I'm not telling everyone to go and quit their job. I'm saying pursue something and really set your mind to it. Put in the work, and then you'll make the decision of when you can leave your job. Because I've been going through this thing for a while, you know. I was figuring out. I mean, you guys have seen it in the podcast. You know, I miss out sometimes. I'm inactive sometimes, and it's just a whole bunch of things of figuring out. You know, something comes up in your life where you can't do it. You have to go and do what you have to do. But I know that setting your mind to it and actively doing it instead of working those 8 hours for this, you know, job that has all of these limits. No offense to everyone that's working a 9 to 5 job. You know, if I would do that same 8 hours here at home, there's gonna be a lot more done that I actually care. I learned a lot within those 8 hours that I can implement every single day. Something new, you know. Creating is always about creating something new every single day. Learning something new.
And after working that night shift, I learned a lot. Not only on forklift, but I learned some things that I didn't learn in my past jobs. I saw a lot of people that were fake. They would talk, a lot of cheese mess, and I wanted to work.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't.
You
want
wanted the
this.
peace of mind.
I wanted peace of mind, and a lot of bad stuff about that company too. I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but it's a food company where they like tomatoes, fruit.
Yeah.
Whenever something will fall on the floor, they will pick it up and put it back in the thing. And that's just like somebody's gonna eat that. And
Yeah. You're half-assing the job.
yeah, I would throw it away because it's like I can't have it.
Yeah, nobody can eat this anymore. It's on
But
the
they
floor.
would get mad if I threw it away. I had to put it back in the box.
Mm-hmm.
There was things that were moldy. And I don't think they teach us this in school,
Mm-hmm.
but if something's molded
Mhm.
and is next to another fruit, that fruit is also gonna get molded.
It's contaminated now. Yeah.
They will have it right there
With all the fruit.
with all the fruit.
Yeah.
And sometimes they needed to check it, the whole thing. They would just go up, take a look. That's it. It's good, safe, pass it.
Mhm. But they haven't seen them. They haven't
Mhm.
inspected
They
them.
haven't seen them inspect them. After that, I went to another job. It was a manufacturing job where it was cool.
Mhm.
I learned new stuff, but same thing again. I was in the same spot.
So out of all the jobs, what's the main thing that you've learned from having all of these jobs?
Do not trust anybody on the jobs, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you can get in big trouble for trusting someone.
Yeah. Even with the smallest of things. Okay.
That and I think just experience.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they convinced me to not want to work my whole life.
Maybe that's the experience.
Maybe that's the experience that I needed.
Maybe that's what God was saying. Hey,
Mhm.
fool, you want to work? Okay. I'll
Look
give
how
you a
you're gonna
lot of
be.
work. I'll give you work at night even. Here
Mhm.
you go. Now, how long do you want to do this for?
Mhm. Let's see how much you last.
And what are you going to do to change it? What are you
Mhm.
going to do to get out of working? Because I'm
Mhm.
not going to take away. I'm not going to take it away. You can leave, but good luck. But
I can give you the opportunity,
yeah,
but that's on you if you want it and if you're
Yeah.
gonna take it seriously.
and that's your opportunity, bro.
Mhm.
Right now, your opportunity really is time. You're a
Mhm.
kid. You're 19. You have so much time ahead of you, and maybe not in the day. If you're working all day or something, but when you're not working for somebody else, you should be working for you. Even if it's something as simple as reading a book,
Mhm.
even just learning something small. You always be working because that's something that time is more valuable than money for sure. And right now you have a fuck ton of time. You're
Mhm.
rich.
And after that one in Corona, or here actually in Corona, I think I left that job, or yeah, I left that job like around November,
Hmm.
and I knew nobody was gonna hire me because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So I waited all the way into like April or May without working.
Hmm.
And it was frustrating. I
Yeah.
would apply, I would look for places, I would do this, I would do that.
Desperate.
And I wouldn't get a response. And I was desperate. I couldn't even focus on music.
Nothing me quiere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Like, am I not worthy to go get a job or some shit?
Mhm. And I couldn't focus on music.
Yeah.
Because I knew I needed to be solid on something.
Yeah.
Income. To be
Solid on yourself.
solid on myself. Be calm and okay, music.
Yeah.
And that's the thing right now. Right now I'm working in a plant. In a water plant.
Mhm.
And I see a big difference. And you know what I noticed, and something that I really noticed and it's really important?
Mm.
I think the only thing that divides us and that creates envidia is money. Because
Yeah.
where I'm working right now, there's some white people and there's some Mexicans too. Where I'm working right now, they show me
Yeah.
all the stuff. And they actually encourage me to get my license there.
It's one of the sins, bro. Greed.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I've been learning a little bit more about the Bible.
Mhm.
Jesus, he was sold for a little bag of coins.
Mhm.
How fucking like take that into a literal sense. Receiving a small bag of coins for
Mhm.
selling somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's fucking evil.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
And I was like, I like this job because
Yeah.
the thing I like about a job is they trust me. I'm gonna do what they want.
Mhm.
Como dicen por ahí, si me tratas bien, hasta las nalgas te doy. Like, they trust me. They
Yeah.
leave me alone. I can use my AirPods and I can clean because I'm doing
Yeah.
maintenance. And it's so
Oh,
chilling.
he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
You get to actually work.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, my first 2 days, I didn't use my AirPods. I focused 100% on doing the thing that they wanted and extra,
Yeah.
so they can see it. They noticed it. They appreciate me. Next day, the third day, gave me a list. I did my stuff. My shift ended. I left.
Yeah.
And then they started telling me about how many years they have worked there. They, one of the guys, 22 years.
Yeah.
One of the other guys, 16 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, there's a reason why they're staying.
Yeah. It's crazy seeing that
After
shit. Huh?
after the guy told me, I used to work in a warehouse getting paid 24. Now that I work here, because it's a water plant, I make triple
Yeah.
than that. I was like, this was making like $50 an hour.
Mhm.
No wonder nobody has Nvidia here. Everybody wins good. Everybody has their own income, straight, solid.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and for some people,
mhm.
that's good. That's all that they need. You know.
En uno de los trabajos, la gente se pelea, güey, por querer subir.
Yeah.
Chingo a este para que me suban. Chingo a este para que más dinero para mí. And it's just like, man.
So deceiving.
Ajá.
Manipulation.
Ahí no te quieren tumbar.
Mhm.
Where I'm at, siento que no te quieren tumbar. I feel like they want to encourage me to get in because there's a lot of people retiring.
Mhm.
So they take their spot.
And
they
they're
need
recognizing that they're doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I always try to stay positive with them. Whatever they tell me to do, I'll do it. And yeah, that's pretty much.
Yep. And that's it. You work, you come home,
Mhm.
and you get to work on music. Notice,
Mhm.
you get to work on music.
Mhm.
There's no one telling you that you can't besides you. That's it.
Yeah, I don't really forget about music. Music is present and I think on everybody's day.
Yeah. So
There's
work on it
totally-
every single day.
Yeah, there's yeah, it's present in everybody's day.
Mhm.
I think that
So that way, when the opportunity comes, that God says,
Mhm.
"Okay, your time has come. I'm giving you the opportunity to take the risk of leaving your comfort zone. In this case, being your job.
Mhm.
You know,
also
you feel more good about it in
Mhm.
your mind. Like, okay, I'm making a good decision. It's a big risk, but I feel confident in my decision to just pursue music all day long. You know what I mean?
also about the making music thing or just in general. I think it also depends on the people you're with,
For sure.
on the people you're surrounded.
Hmm.
If you're surrounded by crackheads, you're gonna be a crackhead.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're surrounded on people talking shit about each other, you're gonna end up talking shit about them too.
If you hang out with 3 millionaires, you're probably gonna be the fourth.
Probably gonna be the fourth.
If you hang out with 3 geniuses,
You're
probably gonna be the fourth.
Yeah, because you get a lot of advice from them.
and if you hang out with 3 idiots,
You're gonna be an idiot.
you're gonna be the 4th idiot.
Own way.
Yep, and that's with everything, bro. Always hang out with the people that you want to be with. It's so true. Our parents tell us this when we're kids, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, don't hang out with that kid. Es un niño malo.
It's marihuano.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so they warn you, like, be in a good environment because it really does display in your work. You know, if you hang out with artists who are all motivated to get out of the same thing that you want to,
Mhm.
you know, I'm hanging out with people who have this mindset of, oh, we're going to the top.
Mhm.
You know, it's cool being here. We're enjoying it, but we want to go to the top
Mhm.
in our own aspects. Some people with music, some people with actual like painting and art, some people with, you know, photography. There's a whole bunch of different creative skills. Only that's you.
Como dice el dicho, si quieres ser lobo o si quieres aprender a aullar, júntate con los lobos.
Mhm.
Si quieres ser un perrito, júntate con los perritos.
Yeah. That's funny because in the podcast before this,
Mhm.
I said that one thing that makes me go do something that I don't want to do
Mhm.
is me literally telling myself, all right, stop being a bitch.
Mhm.
No seas un pinche perrito.
Also, también, I don't tell all of my friends what my plans are.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't really tell them. I used to,
Mhm.
but then it got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Even my mom, even everybody, I was like, I'm gonna keep this to myself.
And slowly you learn who you can tell your plan to, you know?
And I don't feel like telling them because I think that it fucks it up.
Yeah.
If I tell them, then if I tell them, for example, oh, I'm gonna go compete for $3 million, they're gonna be like, what happened to those $3 million?
Yeah.
I didn't win. So I'd rather come up with a surprise, like I got signed.
Like sometimes you tell your ideas to people and then they just doubt it.
They
Yeah.
just doubt it, or they started telling me another like type of stuff.
Yeah. So the energy in the doubt carries over to you, dude. And it carries over to your work, to your creations, you know?
The only person I tell my stuff is God.
Yeah.
I sometimes, I used to do it a lot. I would go outside of my house or my block and walk and just talk to him, even if I look crazy.
Yeah.
Just talk to him, and I feel like it helped me more than talking to actual people.
Yeah, dude. It's talking to yourself a lot.
It's talking to yourself a lot, but honestly, I don't feel alone. I don't feel lonely when I'm talking to him because I think he understands me, and he get, like, for example, there was one time
Mm-hmm.
where I was talking with God, and I told him what's gonna happen to me if because I used to talk a lot of shit about love. I was like, love is not for me, this type of kid. And I would tell God, if a girl like this comes to my life, I promise you I'll shut the fuck up about love, and I will never talk back of it.
And I'll cherish what you gave me.
In a week, my girlfriend comes on.
How do you feel about your girlfriend, bro?
I was
How do you feel being able to experience love at such a young age?
There's two sides of the story
Okay.
for being in love such a young age. I think I understand now why our parents would tell us don't have a girlfriend until you're like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Because you don't know.
Because you don't know shit.
You don't know a damn thing.
You'll get heartbroken.
Yeah.
I remember I sucked to give him my first kiss. You were there.
Yeah.
When I was like 14.
I saw that shit. Yeah.
I was like, she was like, I'm here. I'm here too.
Yeah. I remember that now. I remember that so perfectly now. Yes, I remember that.
And I think you're trying to do more stupid things when you're young.
Things that you don't mean.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand it. That's why. And now when you're growing up, you understand how to tie different aspects of life into love.
And when you're little, you say stuff that like it's so cringe.
Yeah.
You say I love you, and like the next day you ask her out.
Yeah.
And it's just like you don't really mean it, but it's part of experiencing. I get it. If you want to have one, have one.
It's
At
high
a
school.
young age, but just know that it's a risk.
Yeah.
Because some people, they even like, they suicide.
Yeah. No, and especially for men, like, I don't know, the love for a man is so different. I know people can be like, oh, women love just as much as men. That's very true. But for men, it really is like a woman can really make or break a guy.
And
It's so sad that it's so sad that some women do take advantage of that, you know, the power that they have, and they turn love and disguise it
into manipulating.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are like, if they see a guy crying or suffering, they'll be like, ah, puto.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Like, what a bitch.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're human. Guys can cry too.
I think it's a matter of how it comes, because even in Mexico, like, there's that whole thing of machista, being a machista, right? Being a mandilón, being a lo sentido, niño fresa, even for little kids, you know? And I don't know. Sometimes it's a matter of how you come across it. Like, if you see somebody crying, like, you're an asshole if you come up to them and say, like, stop being a bitch. Come on, let's go. You know, sometimes it's a matter of, like, hey, I know you're feeling this, dude, but we got to get to it. You know, you can't be sitting here like this all day long. I know it's fucking hard, but let's go. We got to go finish. That's what harsh means. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. Yeah.
But I believe a girlfriend can take the best or the worst of you. And from my side, it has taken the best. I trust myself more. I talk to her more, and I feel like I'm opening more
Mhm.
to her than what I used to do before.
Mhm.
And I think it's a big blessing
Yeah.
that it came to my life.
Yeah, you get to learn a
You
lot,
get to learn
huh?
a lot.
What have you learned through love, man?
I learned what a real I love you is.
Yeah.
It's not by giving freaking teddy bears flowers. It's by giving the support when you
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
To be present
Make me feel like a superhero.
like a superhero.
Yeah. And
Make
dude,
me
I
feel
remember when
special.
we're growing up, when we're growing up as kids, what did we want to be?
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to be so fucking superheroes. We wanted to be the best. We wanted to see these cartoon characters and be like them. To be
Mhm.
Superman. In my case, I wanted to be Ben 10.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to be Goku.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember we used to scream to like freaking. We
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Dude, and that's growing up with that mentality, that
Mhm.
Super Saiyan mentality of not having a limit, always breaking the next one and the next one, even when you think that you've reached your limit.
Talking about that, I think you noticed it. Vegeta has been a really inspiration in my life too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something from like I'm not a little kid, but I think some of the cartoons when you're older you understand and you connect more with them. It's
Yeah.
not just a cartoon; it has a meaning.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, and
For
his
sure.
his attitude has made me kind of like turn into him. Whenever I'm scared of doing something, I always tell myself, "Do it.
Yeah.
Break your limits. Go.
Where's your Saiyan pride?
Where's your pride?"
Yeah. Actual fucking pride that makes you
Or s-
powerful.
Or sometimes I imagine when I'm scared of doing something, I imagine Vegeta right next to me saying, "You a bitch.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Like,
Okay.
Go do it.
Yeah. Are you gonna stand there? You're like,
Yeah, like-
no,
You're so damn weak."
weakling,
And
worm.
I think feelings do a really big impact in anything you like. For example, on my side,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I get hurt or I feel sad or something, I learn how to use it, but like I learn how to flip it.
Mhm.
So whenever I'm sad of something,
Yeah.
I take advantage of it and I'm like, write a song,
Okay.
write something.
Yeah. Use, I don't know, emotions,
Mhm.
dude. It's all around emotion, you know.
Mhm.
Going back to Dragon Ball Z, what makes them power up?
Their
It's
emotions.
Goku losing his best friend. It's Gohan learning love, you know, and having that to protect everybody. That he needs to be more powerful.
Is Vegeta wanting to be as powerful as Goku is?
Mhm. And that's what I mean, that's look at how Vegeta looks at Bulma.
Mhm.
Vegeta is not the guy that really is all lovey-dovey, but he sees how much
Mhm.
power comes from love.
But in the inside, he feels it.
Yeah, my Bulma. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Ah, man, that's a good one. I was gonna bring it up earlier, Dragon Ball Z,
Mhm.
like way earlier, but I feel like you fit it into the perfect moment. Cause yeah, Vegeta's it's a great example.
Another example, I don't know, have you seen the series? Demon Slayer.
I've seen a little bit, yeah.
I like the message that Rengoku gives when spoiler when he dies.
Mhm.
I like the message he gives
What does he say?
when he's like, don't let your fear stop you from outcoming your limits. When you feel like you're down, you're breaking, set your heart ablaze
Yeah.
and take clean your tears off, raise your head up and keep moving forward. The
Yep.
flow of time waits for no one.
And then one day you're just gonna fucking turn into a
Mhm.
blaze and be ready to fucking.
So
Like Phoenix.
I do apply it whenever I'm feeling down. I always set my heart ablaze.
Mhm.
I always try to outcome it.
Mhm.
And
That's
to
cool.
flip it.
You said that pretty fucking cool. I always set my heart ablaze. Hell yeah.
I always said it, you know?
Uh huh.
And I really do appreciate a lot of the cartoons because a lot of the anime actually shows you something. It's not just people fucking fighting.
Or screaming to become more powerful. No.
It
You have to
has
really
a meaning.
understand them.
Yeah, you have to understand them. And I feel identified with them.
Mm-hmm.
And to this point, I'm a big fan of collecting like funk pops. I'm planning to buy swords too from Demon Slayer
Mm-hmm.
because I really feel connected with it.
Yeah. You've learned a lot through
Yeah, I
them.
learned a lot through them. Let's talk about teamwork.
Okay.
I had a couple experiences on working with people,
Yeah. That's how you learn the most, by working with people.
but there were certain people I didn't like to work with,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe. Okay, so my idea of music is I want to be a professional music artist, right?
Yeah.
But
Artista.
artista.
Yeah.
But the people I had, because I need to have guitarristas, because I don't know how to play,
Mm-hmm.
and I need him for like if I have an idea, because the way I do my music, I look up on YouTube beats,
Mm-hmm.
corrido beats,
Yeah.
and there's a big difference on making them. You know how to play guitar, and with the beats. With the beats, you have no choice. You have to go with the flow.
Yeah. You have to.
can't.
There's no creativity around it.
There's
This
no.
is it.
There's no creativity around it. You have to go with it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't like it, ni modos.
And it's
You
a
have
good
to go with
start. Yeah, like getting the beats from, because you know how to start it. But yeah, there is a limit to your creativity. I see what you mean.
I do like them. There's some of them that I do fuck with them,
Mhm.
and I'll just write them one.
Mhm.
But there's some that is just so hard to understand, like how to start it, how to like da 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 da
It
da
has to be like this.
It has to be like this, but I want it to sound like this, but I can't because the beat's already
That's
like
how it
this.
is. Yeah.
So I started looking for people that play the guitar. I did got a group of ones,
Mhm.
and they wanted to do tocadas. They wanted to
Tocadas.
play in parties.
Oh, they started learning. They started thinking about it as money.
Um, Only some of them
Uh huh.
started thinking about money. Others would do it for fun, or because they actually wanted to.
Mhm.
But I was like, okay, I don't mind it. It's practice. You're
Mhm.
singing in front of people.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
hard.
but I don't wanna be in tocadas every goddamn day. You know,
Yeah.
like I do wanna do them, but not every single time. I
You're
wanna
gonna
take
get
out
burnt
my
out.
yeah. I wanna take my own stuff out.
Mhm.
I couldn't work out with them like that,
Mhm.
so we separated.
Okay.
Because sometimes none of them will go to practice,
Yeah, standards.
and
That's okay. Yeah.
I was like, okay, some of them don't go to practice.
And that's just another one of those tests that God's putting in front of you. You know,
hmm
maybe you're not ready for a banda.
I still talk to some of them, or to one or two of them,
Mhm.
but the thing is, sometimes they don't see my vision, and it's
Mhm.
okay because they're not me. They don't see like my vision of what I want to do.
Yeah.
So far right now, I'm trying to do it by myself. If they come, then they come. Everybody's welcome.
No, because
But
forming a team, dude, is definitely
Mhm.
hard. You gotta have. It's like a. I saw what they did. It. They said it in the movie Brave. ¿Te recuerdas?
I think so.
With the chess, there was the four kingdoms or something.
Uh-huh.
But it's like a table, right? You're a group. If one of them's off, the whole thing's gonna go tipping over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with the team. And sometimes it's a matter of. It's like that saying: "Be the best for you, so you can give the best to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be the best for me, so I can give the best to you."
Mm-hmm.
It goes like that exactly. It's like any other relationship, like an actual love relationship. It's the same thing with a band. In order for this to work, we all of us have to be all in and on the same track and move together. Because one of us is gonna stay behind, or one of us is not gonna be in accordance with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it was that. Maybe it's a matter of find the artist within you 1st, and then we'll start focusing on going into other artists that are ready to share their mind. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like a group like that needs a captain.
Yeah, a leader for sure.
And to be honest, I wasn't ready to be a captain
Yeah,
because I barely talk to like people in group wise.
yeah.
I never been a captain before,
A leader.
a leader, but I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if somebody comes with me, I know I'm gonna tell them I'm the leader,
Mm-hmm.
and I want this to sound like this.
You're trusting yourself a lot more as
I'm
an
trusting
artist.
myself. Yeah,
I like it.
and if they don't like it, ni modos. That's my vision. Like
you'll find someone who has that same vision as you. Yeah.
I'm not gonna take all the credit.
Mhm.
I'm 100% about that. I don't like taking all the credit. I like giving credit to them too.
Mhm.
And the thing is that some of those people that I have worked with want to be
Uh-huh.
as big as me.
Uh-huh.
Like
They have that
if
same.
I'm singing, they want to be as famous as me. They don't want to be like the ones in the back playing.
Oh, they
You get
all
me?
want to be the main
They all
character.
want to be the main character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, guys, I'm not the main character. We're all the main character.
Yeah.
Like in the movie, I don't know if you've seen the movie Goal One.
No, I don't
It's
think I've
about
seen
soccer,
it.
no?
No, I haven't seen it.
The coach says then because the player
Yeah.
he didn't pass the ball and he wanted to do it all himself, and he was like, the team in front of the shirt is way more important than the one at the back.
Yep.
So my mind is like, I'm not trying to be the main character.
Mhm.
If we're a grupo, we're all the main character.
Yeah.
Everybody's equal.
Yeah. Even if it's not a grupo, like an
Mhm.
actual grupo, just you guys. Sometimes it's about being people who know the thing that they know how to do
Mhm.
to the best. And like, okay, I'm gonna try to play the guitar the best,
Mhm.
and that's it. They don't want anything else. They just want to play the guitar the best.
Mhm.
I want to do the drums the best. I want to. You get all those minds for one project.
Mhm.
Boom, that project's gonna be the best, at least in your eyes. You know,
Yeah,
because you saw that everyone put in their best effort.
yeah, exactly. And I tried explaining it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't want to be like too straight. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're all the main character.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If he doesn't play the guitar,
Mm-hmm.
I can't work.
Yeah. You gotta depend on somebody.
I gotta depend on somebody. If he doesn't play the bass, I can't work. If I
Mhm.
don't sing, they don't work. So everybody needs everybody
Yeah.
to work.
In the grupo.
Yeah. So that's one of the things
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes I do like working just by myself
Mm-hmm.
because I think I understand myself more.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do like working with people because I can mix my ideas with them. Like
Yeah.
I
It's the best way
appreciate
to
their
learn.
ideas. Yeah, like I appreciate their ideas. If you have something, just tell me. And there has been times where they told me, and I'm like, yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example,
Oh, that works. I fuck with that.
yeah, like for example, Uji, he told
Huh?
me, oh, you can add this to the song,
Yeah.
and I was like, that sounds like a good idea. I
Mhm.
did it, and I was like, bro, you're a genius.
That's exactly how. Yeah.
Yeah, so I really do appreciate it, but sometimes I like working alone.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
And it's about getting the best out of the artist. You know,
Mhm.
Ergi does that a lot. He does it really well.
Mhm.
Where he's like, I just want to let you flow
Mhm.
as much as possible and be you.
Mhm.
And I'll add in a little thing or two that I think might make it better.
Mhm.
Don't have to take it,
Mhm.
but this can work.
But this can work,
You know, and that's
Yeah.
sometimes all you need.
and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one thing about the teamwork that is really hard
Mm-hmm.
to have a team.
Yeah, you can't. It's like you can't work on a team until you can work by yourself.
Mhm.
It really is that. Be comfortable with working with yourself.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's not even your fault. You are more comfortable working by yourself while they wanted to be the main character. For me, it's
Exactly.
always been like, I don't mind not being, how you said, I don't mind not being the main character. I
Mhm.
just want this to be really good. So let's get there.
Mhm.
And just associate yourself with more people like that. And if you want more connections, you know how to find them. It's all right here.
Mhm.
You know, you text Ergi, hey, I want this type of music. Is there anyone you recommend that can play a guitar? Do you know anybody that can play guitar?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure out of all of his artists that he's helped,
Mhm.
one of them knows somebody who knows how to play the guitar and is just as eager to find a grupo to work with.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So in the meantime, just keep producing your own stuff. Even if it's not the best, have the ideas down.
Mhm.
You know? So that way when it's time to put those ideas into play,
Mhm.
like this, flowing.
And some of them did have, or I'm gonna say one person had the idea of, yeah, let's get famous so we can have money, cars, and we can get famous to get the bitches, the girls, and this and that. And I was just like, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
All I want is people hearing me, and that's it.
You just want to create art.
I just want to create art, and I was
Enjoy.
thinking about saying this or not saying it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's because no me quiero ver como el Padre Santo. I don't
Yeah.
want to look like a saint.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh my God. But I want to help people with what I make.
Yeah, in their own way.
In their own way, I want to help them with
That's
what
what I
I
like
do.
about the podcast is that I'm learning a lot. I want you to learn a lot. And sometimes it's about learning something about yourself. And it's like, you're not really talking to me. You're talking to yourself. Like, what do I need to do? I'm thinking like this. It's just a matter of putting it into practice in a conversation that you haven't had with anyone else. And same with the people listening. There's a lot of people who are in the same situation as you, the same situation as me. And even by listening to what we're going through a little bit, I guess in a way it helps them understand what they're going through even more. And once you
Exactly.
learn to understand even the smallest of things, the bigger things are so much easier to understand.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I really want to help people with what I do. I want to inspire kids too
Mm-hmm.
one day. To be honest, I don't plan doing drugs
Mm-hmm.
if I'm famous, because I think some of them will really fuck you up.
For sure. Yeah.
Like, I agree, and a lot of people say this, like, oh, weed is bad, weed is this and that, it's a drug, and it's like, I don't mind it. Like, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can smoke weed. Like, it's not bad.
Just don't let it take over you.
Yeah, as long as I'm not doing it, like, if I do it, voy a hacerlo porque es mi gusto.
Healthy.
Yeah, porque it's something that I like to do,
Mm-hmm.
not because I need it, like, to forget about shit or something, you know?
Yeah.
To be
Okay.
high all the time and be like, no, it's because I like it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like me, I'll hit the pen or I'll spark up a joint and just start working on my video, get in the flow. And people can criticize that, but it's like, nah, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm here working and I like what I'm doing right now. I'm enjoying it. So don't get mad because I'm enjoying my time. Yeah, I hit a joint, but look at this. Look at this video. Look at this podcast. This podcast was probably edited while I was, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of experiences. Tengo Talento was one of them.
Oh, you went on that, huh?
Yeah.
How was that, dude?
I didn't make it to the program
To the TV.
because of one thing, and I know that.
What was it?
There's something that I think they look at.
Uh-huh.
Singing, I believe anyone can sing.
Yeah.
Some of them bad, some of them good.
You just gotta practice it for sure.
But I think the main idea of Tengo Talento is to show something that you make.
What do you mean?
Something, ¿cómo se llama? Something original. There we go.
Authentic. Yeah.
Something authentic. And that's the thing I didn't do. I was scared of singing my songs.
So you're doing like a karaoke or something?
I was doing
A cover?
covers. I did a cover live, and trust me, it's hard as hell.
Yeah, they don't want to cover artists.
Yeah, I thought that whenever we went to the thing, I was gonna be in a cabin with someone,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. I was singing in front of every single participant, every single one. They were all in front of me, and I had to sing in front of them,
Yeah.
and they had to ask me personal questions, which I don't mind them.
It's fucking hard,
But I
bro.
was like, shit. The first time, yeah, I fucked up because my voice, I was scared as hell.
You get like a jitter right here in your
Yeah.
chest. You're like,
I actually forgot the lyrics,
shit.
but
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I did him.
It's
I
very
used
different.
I think I used my rap talent and I kind of like converted
You
to it.
freestyled it.
Yeah, I freestyled that shit. The second time I went a little more comfortable.
Mm-hmm. No more confident.
Yeah. Fun fact, my girl went with me, and she was just gonna be there to support. She actually tried out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was like right after me.
Uh-huh. So she makes music too?
No, she sings, but she doesn't sing like that, you know?
Professionally.
Yeah,
But
professionally.
she likes to sing.
But she likes to sing. And I'm
It's-
planning to
bro,
do a
work
song
with
with her.
her. Have
Yeah.
fun.
I want to do a song with her one day.
And even if it's not
even you
like-
too.
Yeah.
Let's do a song.
That's what I tell Ergie. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to make music at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen that I have like somewhat of a talent to sing. You know, me sale bien a veces.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if you ever need my voice and you need like somebody to fit this, text me.
Mhm.
All right. I'm not looking right now to have a music career or go fucking platinum with music. I want to learn. I want to learn music. You know, even if I'm not getting any benefit out of it, I'm learning how to sing and make it onto this track and create something new. And if I have to perform someday, I'll have to come up with that fear of, or face that fear of performing in front of everybody.
Yeah, and that
I'm here for the experience. It really is.
that second time I went, I actually cried in front of everybody because they asked me a question about my dad,
Uh-huh.
and I cried.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, why this had to be the question, you know?
They're like zooming in on you.
Yeah, but the thing that I liked and that hyped me up is that everybody started clapping.
Yeah. Afterwards.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
No, when I was crying, they were still like,
Oh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
like, keep going, you know?
Yeah.
And I sang my heart out. I didn't get chosen, but I think I did way better.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know whenever it comes back again, I don't give a damn. I'm singing one of my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm singing one of my songs.
Will you ever go back to that show again?
Yeah,
Try it?
I'm going again. Probably next year when it comes again,
Okay.
and I'm singing one of my songs. I'm gonna take this whole year to prepare a really good song that I like
Yeah.
to go present it.
Go 100% on everything.
And I believe that with that, they
Yeah.
will see it and be like, he's not one of
The
all.
todos.
He's doing something different. I
Yeah.
want him on the program.
You stand out. You did
Mhm.
something different.
I think you stand out with that.
And it's about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one else exactly like you. So that's what they're looking for.
In that place, I actually got way more hyped because I don't know if you know Pepe Garza.
No, I don't. Oh, wait. El Pelón, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went there.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually took a picture with him.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there.
Uh-huh.
And I really wanted to ask him, like, can you give me a tip?
Yeah.
Like,
Advice.
on what to do and advice? But I was so scared, like, seeing him in front of me.
Starstruck.
Yeah. The only thing I did was I gave him my hat.
Uh-huh.
My tejana, I gave it to him.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
But to
But-
this day,
Hey, you never know, bro. Sometimes just something as being kind, something as small as that friendly gesture can lead to something huge.
mm-hmm.
So it's good. It's good that you just gave him your hat. You think about it as like, I just give him my hat. No, bro. You give him a part of yourself. That's your hat. Here, I respect you this much. Thank you.
I'm not going to say I don't feel bad for not asking her that. I do sometimes because I was like, he could have given me good advice.
Yeah.
But actually, he did give me good advice. I was dreaming one time when I fell asleep,
Uh-huh.
and I imagined him, right?
Really?
Yeah, I was dreaming with him.
Yeah.
He was like right in front of me,
Yeah.
and he was like, "A ver, canta," and I was singing a song, right, from Luis Coronel,
Uh-huh.
and I was singing it, and for some reason, my voice sounded exactly like Luis Coronel.
Yeah.
And the thing he told me, he was like, "Stop. The thing that you're doing wrong, you're singing like him.
Mm-hmm.
Be you.
Mm-hmm.
Sing like you.
That's the hardest part for
Yeah.
sure.
Sing like you. Don't sing like him. Sing like you."
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember that dream. And every
Yeah.
time I'm singing, I'm like, I have to do it with my voice. I
Yeah.
can't do it with my voice.
Because we have that expectation in ourselves of, oh, they're doing good, so that's the way I have to be.
Mhm.
So doing things the way that you want to do them, it sounds a little scary because it's like, well, nobody else is doing this. I don't know if this is allowed. So sometimes it's just a matter of trying it, seeing if it works, seeing what doesn't work, and then just keep doing it.
Yeah, and it's only been a couple of years, and I already had like a bunch of experiences, and I'm like, what's gonna come up in the future?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, think about that, bro. You're 19.
And I'm like, and I really lived to this.
Yeah.
I worked nights. I fell down.
You've already done things that a whole bunch of people that are your age have never even been close to even trying.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that are your age that are still in their room sitting down, not doing anything all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. There's people my age who are still in their rooms not doing anything all day long. You're doing a great job.
And I know now that if in the future my kids ever have a dream,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta support them.
Yeah, because you've learned that within yourself.
Because I learned that within myself, even if I didn't have like that much support.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I don't get it. I don't get support like that. But I just know that with myself, I think it's it. So a message I'm gonna give to everybody who's watching this podcast. If your kid has a dream, don't stop him.
Don't crush it. For
Don't
real.
crush it. Don't break him. Give him an advice. It's okay.
Yeah.
But even if it's the stupidest thing for you,
Mhm.
if it makes him happy and he likes it,
And it's doing good for him
and
and people around him.
mm-hmm, then you gotta support him. That's your
Yeah.
role as a parent.
Yeah.
Support him. If he falls and he likes something else, fuck it, you support him with that.
Hmm. That's good, bro. Like I haven't even thought about that. Like you just opened something like a topic for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how am I gonna be as a dad?
Mm-hmm.
I've never even thought about that.
Just one thing about being a parent, I believe, is that you have to be better
Mhm.
than your parents.
Okay.
So, if for example, your for example, my dad was bad with my mom.
Hmm.
I have to be better and not treat women like he treated her.
Hmm.
If my dad used to hit me,
Mhm.
I know I don't have to hit my kids.
There's other ways around it. Yeah.
And my kids have to be better than me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan as like evolving.
That's the problem with some parents. It's like they don't want, I don't know, they have a problem with seeing their kids do something great. It's just like, I don't know, it's like maybe it's like a self insecurity or
Mhm.
something that's like, oh, maybe they're gonna be too good and just leave one day or some shit. I don't know. But it's a matter of making them grow as much as you can,
Mhm.
and then when they're ready to, I don't know, leave the nest
Mhm.
in a way.
They
That
do it in a good way.
Yeah, because you set them up that way. Like, be proud of yourself.
Mhm.
You know, your kid's about to go and do something great. Come back home and
Mhm.
show you what they did. You know what I mean?
And there was something bad that happened in Mexico.
Mhm.
I think it was a little bit ago, including a dad, right, and his son. They banned Peso Pluma's haircut in schools in Mexico, the mullet.
Yeah.
And the dad told his kid, "You're never listening to Peso Pluma again."
Damn.
His son suicide.
No way. What? How old was the son?
I believe he was like around 14, 13,
Damn.
maybe around there. And it's like, it's sad because it's just like, in your time, you dress like John Travolta or Vicente Fernandez or Chalino, right?
Mhm.
And our generation, let us be.
Mhm.
Let us listen to what music we want to.
Yeah, and it's like, if you don't like it, okay, guide us
Mm-hmm.
away from it or something. You know what? If you
Mhm.
don't like it, give me a reason why you don't like it, and give me something else to listen to. If I'm supposedly not,
Mm-hmm.
able to like it.
Like in your generation, maybe your parents didn't like Chalino.
Yeah.
Maybe your parents didn't like Vicente.
I mean, look at hip hop in itself, bro.
Uh-huh.
Nobody liked hip hop back then.
Mm-hmm.
It was seen as something so bad and that only like, you know.
But that's the present. Maybe in the future,
Mhm.
you're not gonna like what your kid is listening to either.
Yeah.
But you have to let him live.
Like,
That's his year.
yeah, like
No?
for Valeria, dude, watch this shit. Watch this shit, right? She used my TV the other day, and she used my YouTube, and now look at this. Look at this. Hold on.
J. Cole.
Hell yeah, I was teaching her some shit. Look at this. Text to speech, ASMR, cake story time. 1 hour, Luke Davidson, TikTok. Best flips and tricks, Nidal Wonder. You know, it's a bunch of stuff. And there's some things that I'm like, Valerie, I don't know if you should be watching that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be like, ya no andes mirando esas chingaderas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the thing. People don't have that control. I'm like, Mama, I don't know if you should be watching all this. Like, look at this. Splitting up the kids. Hashtag divorced rock squad.
Yeah,
Why are
you
you
know?
teaching kids about divorced? Why are you teaching kids about being catfished? Why are you teaching kids about hiding something away from your parents? Why are you teaching kids about proposing right now? Why are you teaching kids how to be teens for the day? Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
They're kids. Let them be kids. If you don't like something and you have a better option for them, then do it. That's the beauty of having your kids. You get to sculpt them whichever way you want.
Yeah, but I believe like music is not bad at all. There's some music that is not good.
Yeah.
But
That you should. Yeah, that's kids for sure. Shouldn't be listening
as long
to.
as your kids don't cross the limits, because there's certain limits, even if it's music, I think they should be fine.
Yeah.
Let them listen to Peso. Let them listen to Drake at a starting age, though.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And also, it's like choose the role models that you want for your children too.
Mhm.
Remember, they're helping you build that kid.
Mhm.
You know.
And if they like it, be like, you should be like, kid.
Uh-huh.
I know you like his songs,
And that's okay.
and that's
but,
okay. Don't try to be like him.
Yeah.
Be yourself and learn.
Yeah.
Learn about his story, that he came from bottom and he went to up, and use that to motivate yourself.
Remember that old quote that like all the parents were saying? So if he jumps off the bridge, will you jump off too?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's like, no, they're not gonna jump off the bridge because you've taught them to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, same thing. If you think that your son's or your daughter is gonna come out like this superstar idol artist, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's a matter of making them understand who that artist is,
Mm-hmm.
and that not everything that they do is going to be what they should do too.
Mhm.
It's about learning how to tell your kids, no, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just, or like even some people are enabling their kids to do bad things, you know what I mean? Like, ten esto, and then after they're doing something bad, now you're just judging them.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, so if they do something good and they like it, you judge them,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they do something bad, you judge them anyways.
Mm-hmm. Like today's movies.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I don't like Disney movies today,
Yeah.
because I don't know, they just like went off. What happened to Cars, Toy Story? Those were nice as movies.
Yeah.
And now they're just like Elemental. Like, what the hell is that?
I haven't seen that.
I don't want to watch it either.
Why?
To be honest, because I don't think they're good anymore.
Oh, I have to watch it.
Because I think just the animation and the ideas are not unique, and I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it's because I really got attached to the old ones.
Okay. It's a new generation.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Yeah.
new generation. You see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I maybe not like that, but if the kids like it, I let them like it.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's some shows that I do tell Valerie, don't watch that.
Mhm.
Come on. There's a whole bunch of other things that you could be watching. That one right there, it's not benefiting you. Look at those kids.
But I feel like some parents too are messing up other kids. For
Mhm.
example, I don't know if you have seen John Wick 4,
Yeah. No,
fourth
I
one?
haven't seen the fourth one.
the fourth one. And okay, so not only that one, but in other type of movies, there's not that much blood anymore.
Mm-hmm. Remember they started taking blood out of Dragon Ball Z too?
Mm-hmm. And why? Because the kids watch the movies.
Mhm.
First of all, why you showing your kid a movie like that?
I just talked to Valerie about that because she's been
If-
telling me that she wants to watch scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, to be honest with you, Mama, you shouldn't be watching scary movies.
Mhm.
She's like, but I can watch them because I'm not get scared. I'm like, no, I know, but in reality, it says rated R,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's rated R, that means it has to be 18 and up.
That's why they exist. That's why
Yeah.
they're divided.
Yeah,
You know?
And now they just break the standard for
Mhm.
people, for kids,
Like, that's your fault for taking your kid to watch a movie like that.
and it hurts their brain. Like they just experience fucking fear.
Mm-hmm. Like, some movies are pretty good, but for example, I'm gonna talk smack on this movie because I don't think it's even a movie.
Mhm.
Terrifier.
Terrified. I haven't seen that one.
It's just pure gore.
Ugh.
Like, there's not a story behind it. It's just, I don't know why it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should be considered a movie.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's not your time to watch
Mhm.
this yet. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of like look at my influences, bro. My influences are freaking UFC fighters,
Mhm.
a monk, the lights within us, 100 MMA stuff. Let me see. What else is my influence? Like this is all the stuff that I watched, you know? Well, now it's mixed in with some of my sister's stuff because she basically put a virus on my thing. Look at this, bro. 2 hours, best TikToks, just a whole bunch of distraction. Whole bunch of distraction. And I'm like, we grew up with cartoons that made us feel powerful, you know what I mean? That made us believe that one day we can be just like them. And now we have people who are cagando palo and telling you it's okay to be cagando palo too.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
It's okay to bully. It's okay to this. It's okay to that.
Mhm.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
But
It's sad to hear about that kid in Mexico though.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of different ways, and I feel like I don't know, some parents just haven't gotten the hang of it. But I'm glad that we're getting it. like
Mhm.
us, our generation. You know, we're what 2 years apart again,
Mhm.
but we're understanding it a lot more.
Yeah, and I don't really mind kids singing songs. I seen like 7-year-old singing Ella Baila Sola by Peso Pluma
Mhm.
or Nata or
Like
anyone else.
there's nothing, I guess, wrong with Cardi B,
Mhm.
right? But should a 4-year-old be saying that's a whap whap whap?
Mm-hmm. I
You
don't
know?
think I don't think it should.
No, like she could be listening to something else. We grew up, dude. I grew up with, but darling, I still catch a grenade for ya.
That
Fucking
one
letting
and
his
we
heart
could have
out.
let it all rolling into
The
deep.
You know,
Mhm.
people who were active, you know, and now it's drugs, alcohol,
Alcohol.
money, and again, nothing wrong with that. There's an
No.
audience for that for sure,
Mhm.
but that's for another time. That's for when you're older and you actually understand what all of that means. Like, for example, my little sister was listening to Lil Nas X for a while when she was growing up, right? And it, call me what you want, call me what you need, and the song, whatever. But then she starts playing the music video on the TV, and I'm like, no, I'm saying no, Valerie, you cannot watch this no more. And you can't say no to your kid because that's what they scare you with, that your child will commit suicide, you know? Like, no, it's just a matter of they have to understand, no,
No.
this is why. I'm not gonna act up, but listen, there's standards, there's requirements, there's things that you need to do, and this is not one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's one of the things, and also there's a lot of hate. Like you seeing, like, I'm gonna get on this topic. School shootings have been a big problem
Yeah.
around the
How
U.S.
sad is that, bro?
How sad is that? It
Yeah.
is sad, but it's I believe it's half and half. I think it's fault of the kids.
Mhm.
I think it's the parents' fault.
Yeah, bro. It
And
really is
the government it's fault too.
enabling.
Enabling.
Yeah.
Like, how can you get a gun when you're 18? You're not matured enough.
Mhm.
You're still learning. Why would you get a gun?
Dude, there's people that are like 60 years old that I've met, and they're not mature enough. You know what I
Like,
mean?
Like,
I don't
your
know.
kid, I think parents need to connect more with their kids. To
Yeah, for
understand
sure.
them.
It starts at home. I feel like, or not I feel like, but we had this podcast episode, me and my dad, and we emphasize that a lot. It does start at home.
Mm-hmm.
It starts within you and your family. If you can't perform well within yourself
Mm-hmm.
and within your family and for your family and them for you, you're causing a hazard to a whole bunch of other families, a whole bunch of other people. You know? It's like if you raise your kid and he's just a freaking, like, I don't know, evil.
Mhm.
You know?
Like,
He's
kids.
going to end up hurting somebody.
Exactly. Like, kids, if you guys have a problem, if you guys need help, run to your parents.
Mm-hmm. And it's so sad that some parents are out here not being that source of support. You know, he's like, that's your main role and you're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're just letting them get distracted.
And parents, you guys should actually care about your kids, listen to them, try to understand them,
Yeah.
and not just like, here, get money, leave.
Yeah. See, like, I see my little siblings. I'm the oldest one.
Mhm.
I see all my little siblings and I see any little kid, you know, and all I see the little kid is like, is just pure room for not improvement, potential. That's the word. Just a blank canvas that you get to paint however you want, and they can grow up to be great, or because of you, they can end up hurting themselves and hurting people around them.
Like, a perfect time is school.
Yeah.
When you're young and you're in school, I'm not saying like don't focus on school, but like use school to find your true talents.
Yes.
Use it. I think the system is messed up, to be honest. I think people should only study maybe to sophomore year or even junior or even just junior, right? And after that, choose your career. What do you want to do? What is your idea?
And I think that's one of the biggest advice for parents. It's like, since you, like, if you're a parent and you have a kid, like, you should present opportunities for talents, for skills, right?
Like,
all the time. You want to do this?
Yeah, like, don't force them to play soccer. To just encourage it. If he likes it, he may end up liking it. If
And
not,
provide the opportunity, you know? If
Yeah.
they want to take it, they'll take it all the way through.
if they like it.
Yeah, if the kid likes it.
Yeah.
but don't blame them. It's like this: you have 18 years to build
Mhm.
this project right here, right? After that, it's the world's project. They'll do some fucked up shit to your kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of those 18 years of making all of them worth it, and people are giving up that responsibility to the world. Here's my kid. Hopefully he comes out okay.
Yeah.
Like, what? What do you mean? And then you go to school, and there's some teachers that don't even want to be teachers anymore, but that's their job. Like, why are you here if you're not wanting to teach?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're getting paid for it? No, you're supposed to make that kid the best.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends told me that he told his teacher like, oh, I want to go to this college or to this university, and the teacher literally told her, you're not gonna make it. Don't go there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're here to support me. What the hell? Like-
It's a matter of like even if the teacher doesn't think that they can make it, it's like, listen, it's gonna be really, really hard to make it in there.
But you can do it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of challenges coming your way, and sometimes it's gonna take you a very, very long time to figure it out, but you can do it. Just know it's not gonna be easy. And even that, it's like a reality check. Like, damn, I'm in for a fucking big challenge ahead of me. How am I gonna do this? It sets their mind to start working, to work towards this goal. I have a friend, and he was always like, I'm gonna go to Yale.
Yeah.
No, Yale. Like one of the highest, like an Ivy League college. We're like, fuck, that's a big one. Okay. Good luck, dude. Hopefully you make it. And like getting into Yale it's hard for sure.
Hard. Yeah.
But he set his mind to it, and look at that, bro. He's in Yale.
He's in Yale right now.
He's in Yale.
Congrats to that guy for.
He probably just
accomplishing it.
graduated from Yale.
Really?
Low key, 4 years.
That's crazy.
Maybe he's going on to something new, a new goal. But it's just a matter of helping people set goals in front of them, so that way they keep working for it. And then the next time you see them, it's like, all right, you're making some progress. Cool. What are you gonna do next? And they're like, well, I don't know. Well, let's think about it. What are we gonna do next? Having that mind working, having always something to look forward to. Man, we were just talking about that. Like even on the first date, right? If you want to go on a second date, what do you say? You say, hopefully, like we can work out. You work out a different plan, a different dates, something to look for in the future, right? Because if you just stop, you don't continue anything, you don't give it any attention, you don't put the practice in, you don't, put the work in your mind and actually do something, nothing's gonna happen, and you're gonna be crying about it. That relationship that you really wanted wasn't happening. Same thing with life. If you're not putting in the work into your life, don't complain when it doesn't happen.
Yeah, for those high school graduates that feel dominant because they have a high school diploma and other people don't have it, or people have the GED and stuff. Like, I don't think they should feel
Inferior.
because maybe that person doesn't have the high school diploma,
But he has a lot more experience in
He has
some other things.
a lot more experience on other things, and he's probably even smarter than you.
Yeah.
He probably knows things that you don't even know,
Yeah.
and he's probably making bank right now.
Yeah. I don't know how the quote goes, but it goes on the basis of like everybody knows something. There's always something that you can learn from somebody, even a homeless person.
Even a homeless person.
You could ask him a question, he'll tell you some shit. Probably won't be the best smelling conversation, but dude, I've heard stories of people. My friend Jordan was here. He was telling me that some billionaires or some homeless people in LA have some crazy ass stories. Little did you know he was flying in a private jet 5 years ago.
What the hell?
Fucking crazy, right?
I mean, I did have an experience with the homeless one time. I don't think he was homeless, but he looked like a homeless. So I was playing outside soccer and I was kicking, right? And he just came up to me and he was like, "What are you kicking over there?" He was like, "Kick over here. Your goal is right here. When you have the ball right here, just hit it like this." And he was giving me a bunch of directions, and somehow they did work. Cause
Guidance.
It helped me more on my control and everything, and
It helped you understand the skill or like the way to do it properly. Yeah. It simplified things. He broke things down as much as you can, and I think that's the easiest way to figure out any problem that comes in your life. It's about simplifying it to the smallest question possible to start, right?
Yeah, I always tell people help homeless.
Yeah.
But help the right homeless.
Yeah.
There's some people that use
Help
it for
people
drugs.
that want help.
Yeah, there's some people that use it for drugs. Like I seen people with their little sign,
Mm-hmm.
and then I see a guy, I think he was Mexican, without a leg, selling flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, look at the big difference from asking and selling you something.
Yeah, working.
Working.
Yeah.
Like maybe yeah, you don't have money for that, but the money you have and that people give you, maybe you invest it for something, or maybe you go work with that guy with the flowers and help him sell flowers.
People limit themselves, man.
There's many ideas you can do to get out of there.
There's many opportunities in life that people
Mhm.
don't take for granted. You know, even the opportunity to be able to wake up,
Mm-hmm.
they don't even take that for granted. They go and it's like, well, here's another day to be miserable. Like, no, this is another day of life. This is another day to enjoy, another day to experience and learn.
Yeah, like I started valuing more work,
Mm-hmm.
because the time I was without work, it was traumatizing, to be honest. I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm working, every time I get off, I'm like, God, thanks for another day of work.
I experienced a lot today. I learned a
I
lot
experienced a
today.
lot today.
Made another day be,
Yeah,
you know,
Thank
just as
you.
great as today.
that's all good. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the thing that again, there's a different perspective for many people when it comes to having a job, right?
Mhm.
And for me, it was that, you know, I'm not able to live. I'm
Mhm.
not actually able to experience the day that I want to experience. Like today, dude, I had work today. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I had to work. I was supposed to work today from 10 all the way to 8 today. That fucking time span, bro.
Mhm.
Of me not being able to experience. Dude, I had a great conversation with my cousin. I've been having a great conversation with you. I've been learning a lot.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I've been understanding a lot more, you know? And it's these opportunities that we have with time, bro,
Mhm.
that we can capitalize a lot on. And we can take it to the max and just learn as much as we can. That it's worth not getting paid $17.75 an hour. You know? This is so much more valuable. Making sense of things, helping people make sense of things is one of the biggest things that I take into this podcast of helping me understand things, helping you understand things, and helping the audience understand things
Yeah,
within
also-
themselves.
Also, appreciating money. I started to appreciate food too, because when I was working on a night shift and I was working 17, I barely had enough money because I would get paid weekly, $500 check weekly.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
Gas from here to over there when it was like at $8 or $7,
Yeah.
and
Imagínate, dude. The government te quería quitar todo. They wanted to take away. They had a muzzle on you so you wouldn't speak. They tried to raise the prices on gas so you wouldn't go anywhere. They didn't want you to go and talk to your freaking neighbor anymore because of COVID.
exactly.
They wanted to limit you to so many things, so I can understand how hard it is to finally stop breaking those limits. Start breaking those limits.
I couldn't buy like una despensa because I needed like really limited on my money, and I had to go with friends. I had to go with my girl too. My mom wasn't here, and I was paying like half of the rent, which I don't mind. Sometimes I would even buy a $5 pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have to divide it. This is for me today, and this is for tomorrow.
That's fucking crazy.
So I started to value more
Yeah.
like food. Whenever I have something, I try to finish it. I try to order as much as I can eat.
And
Just
that's
that.
the thing, dude. Like, because I know what you mean. But I've been without food. We just got our kitchen back. It's been like a month of us fucking starving, and we're over fast food. We're over pizza.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so you do get that different appreciation for food. You know, and you get what it means to somewhat starve, and you can
Exactly.
see how bad it can get if you were to actually be starving. I'm talking like all day long. Like you would never want that. You know, so it's like, okay, thank you for everything, for even this fucking plate. You know how they say like pray before your food and stuff like that. I mean, I don't do that, but I do appreciate it a lot. I appreciate the plate because I've seen what it feels like to be close to not having a plate. You know, so I get to. So now it's like, okay, here's my plate. I still have it. Now I get to fucking serve myself as much as I can. It's up to me to feed it. You know.
Yeah, like I couldn't even give my mom a present for her birthday.
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
Father's
buy.
Day today, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't buy myself a present for my own birthday. I couldn't what's it called plan something really good for the year I had with my girl.
Yeah.
And that was just frustrating.
I mean, bro, like, look this is all I have.
But now I appreciate it and I
Uh-huh.
respect money more
Mm-hmm.
and what it represents.
Yeah. I was just talking to my girlfriend yesterday about it. I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, this is literally all I have. These
Mhm.
couches, this table, this is everything, you
Mhm.
know? But I appreciate it so much because it's the only thing that's really keeping me going.
Mhm.
That you can take away everything else, but without this, without being able to learn, I guess,
Mhm.
and experience, that wouldn't be worth it.
Exactly.
You know, that experience just makes everything worth it. And at work, I wasn't getting any more experiences.
Mhm.
I had reached my limit to experiences.
Mhm.
And if I did have a new one, it wasn't that crazy. It was
Mhm.
just another day, just a different scenario.
Yep.
Here, it's like I'm learning everything brand new every single
Mhm.
day from different minds. You know,
Mhm.
I never knew like a lot of things that you had told me.
Mhm.
You know, and maybe there's some things that you didn't even know about yourself because you never talked about it
Yeah, to be honest, people close themselves so
a
much.
lot because nobody wants to hear what I gotta say.
Mhm.
That's what we think.
But I'm thankful for you having me here. I'm speaking with you. I learned a lot of stuff too,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I opened up and I think I gave a little bit of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like this could be a 5 or 6 hour podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and there's still more things to learn and more things to do,
Mm-hmm.
and just to keep going. And
And we have
that's
so
it.
much time to do that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I this time that I'm having is making me look forward to more experiences
Mm-hmm.
like this. And that's what I'm saying, bro. You have a fuck ton of time. So the next time that you come back over here, I can't wait to see how much you've learned, how much more you've experienced, and how much more you've built and grown.
And that's it.
That's it.
Mhm.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to enjoy, if you guys learned something new, if you guys, I don't know, yeah, just simply enjoy this podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. Where can they find you, bro?
Hmm?
Where could they find you
They
when
can
you
find
release your
me
music?
on Instagram.
Mhm.
I'm always posting stories, and my music is mainly going there. They can find my cumbia on Apple Music. It's called Como Olvidar by El Solitario de la Cumbia, which is my name because I have certain names for different
Mhm.
genres. So they can find me in Instagram, Javier Huicho underscore no Javier underscore Huicho 7.
Yeah, I'll have it down in the description if you guys want to go and find his Instagram. You guys can just scroll down and click on his link. You guys will find everything there. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you guys are listening to us on audio, whether it be on Spotify or Apple Podcast or Anchor or anything audio listening platforms, come over to YouTube. We have a video podcast. It's very great to be over here. You guys can actually see what we're talking about. And yeah, have some fun. Keep growing, keep building, keep living, keep experiencing. And that's
Yeah.
all the advice we have. I think that's going to be the biggest advice that we'll keep having on this podcast.
Well, thank you for having me here. Thank you for
Thanks for coming on, bro.
thank
Had
you for
fun.
the experience too. I never been on a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Thank
And
you
I can't wait for the
guys.
next one.
Huh?
I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next one. I'm so down to work on the next one. Thank you. Subscribe. Like it, share it, and remember, just set your heart ablaze and keep going
Yep.
forward.
That's it. We'll see you guys all later. Nice.